Well, it looks like we've got a little something something in regards to Halloween ends. Much to the joy, I'm sure, of all you crazy Halloween fans out there. All you crazy Halloween fans that have been waiting on the edge of your seat for something, anything, every single day. You sit there at work and you look like this. And your boss comes into the office and they're like, Bob, what are you doing? You're like, shh, today could be the day. And they're like, you mean that Halloween thing? It's not just a Halloween thing, you goddamn son of a bitch! This is life. This is blood. This is who I am. Oh, you know it's true. We have a little something, nothing crazy. Of course, this is out of CinemaCON, which is happening in Las Vegas this week. What is CinemaCON, for those of you that don't know? CinemaCON essentially is an insider convention where all the big Hollywood studios showcase their upcoming slate to NATO, which is the North American Theater Owners. It's much bigger than that now too, but that is essentially what it is. And usually in typical Las Vegas fashion, what happens at CinemaCON, or in other words, what is shown at CinemaCON, stays at CinemaCON until much, much, much later. So there was no trailer or footage released, okay, online to the general public. This is something that we may get. Maybe this might be the footage we see towards the end of June or beginning of July, perhaps. Maybe this is what we're going to see. If it is, it's nothing too crazy. For all intents and purposes, it sounds like this is a trailer, but I would classify it as a teaser trailer. Long gone are the days that teaser trailers were actually teasers, like 30 seconds long, and you get maybe like a hallway and a feeling and then the title of said movie, and then it's like, there it is. But today we have teasers for the teasers for the teasers for the teasers. So, I mean, a teaser trailer can be like 90 seconds long, really, at the end of the day. And based on the description coming out of CinemaCON, this is a teaser. No doubt about it. I would classify this as a teaser. They don't give you much. But cool, nonetheless. Hey, this is really cool. So let's head over to the other screen and see what the breakdown is. So let me go to the other screen here. Here we go. This comes to us from comicbook.com and says, Universal Pictures wrapped things up at CinemaCON this year, and in keeping with that theme, offered a first look at Halloween Ends, the next film in the series, and the conclusion of the story that started with 2018's revival of the slasher franchise. Star Jamie Lee Curtis was on hand to talk up the movie and introduce the footage, telling attendees, it's gonna fuck you up. I can just hear her on stage. It's gonna fuck you up. I can totally hear her saying that with that level of conviction. But is it really going to? Remember, this is her job. She's the star. She's the face of the franchise. She's also an executive producer. This is her job. She's, she's not going to be on stage going, well, it might fuck you up. It might. I mean, maybe you'll like it. I don't know. Really. We tried our best. No, she's going to sell it like it's nobody's business. Remember, this is also the same woman that during a Good Morning America interview or something like that, she also said that Halloween Kills was a masterpiece. It is an absolute masterpiece. So, take these things with a grain of salt. That's all I'm saying. It could fuck you up, but it could also leave you not fucked up. Who knows? Anyways, comicbook.com's Cam Bonamolo, am I saying that right? Bonamolo. Hopefully I'm saying that right, Cam. Was on hand for the event and saw the first footage from the David Gordon Green directed follow-up. Though the trailer is mostly made up of footage from the other films, there is one major scene that's new. The footage begins. 44 years ago, the face of fear was born. Classic footage from John Carpenter's Halloween. A murder montage shows the victims of Michael Myers on Halloween night 78 and 2018. And then it says, every scream, every scare, every slash has led to this. Ooh. I like that. And then insert new footage. Laurie breathes heavily as she hides in a dark closet. Michael Myers stalks a kitchen with a knife. Laurie lunges at Michael and slashes at him. It's a brutal fight. Michael grabs Laurie's hair and slams her face first into a glass cabinet. Laurie grips her knife and stabs it into Michael's hand. Well, they didn't say there was any Halloween music. I'm just assuming maybe. The trailer ends with Michael on the table. Laurie stands over her prey with a butcher knife. Insert the title, Halloween Ends. Ooh. Kind of cool, you know. But it sounds pretty typical, you know. But it's good to see that there's an epic battle here, which clearly, I'm still getting over a cold. I still sound like Marty McFly from back then. Hey, Doc, what's going on? Clearly, we knew that there was going to be some sort of battle between Michael and Laurie. And as you guys know, I've made it no secret that that's how I want the movie to end. I don't know how or where or what circumstances lead to that, but in my opinion, it began with Michael and Laurie. It should end with Michael and Laurie. That's me. That doesn't mean that if they do something different, I'm not going to go, hey, you know what, that was pretty good. But that's how I'm feeling, at least off the top of my head. And then it goes on here to say, regarding the film and it being her last time playing the role of Laurie Strode, Curtis called it the ride of my life, adding, I had no idea when I was cowering in that closet 45 years ago that this character would become the most important relationship of my entire career and professional life. True. And I'm grateful because Laurie Strode is the OG final girl. She's the one that term apparently was created for. I don't know if that's exactly right. It might be. I believe the term was coined in the early 90s by a woman by the name of Carol Clover. And she had written a book called Men, Women, and Chainsaws, I think it's called. Men, Women, and Chainsaws, Gender in Modern Horror Films, or something to that degree. I might be off a bit on that. But it was a book from the early 90s, and I don't think it was specifically about Laurie Strode. It was about, I'm sure she was mentioned, but it was about, characters like Laurie Strode. And then, of course, the term final girl was born. But to be fair, she is really the archetype and the face of that term. So there probably is some truth to it to a degree. Anyway, on with what she was saying here about final girls. The one that won't be stopped, won't be killed, will face the monsters when others run. And over the years, that has taken on obviously new dimensions. That is true. She continued with some thoughts on the horror genre as a whole, noting, it lets us confront something we can't control. It allows us to scream and fight, and sometimes we're in a world that doesn't always allow those cathartic opportunities. And horror films are fun to see in a big crowd because horror matters. Could not agree more. Watching a really great horror movie in the movie theater, there's nothing like it. But sadly, all things must come to an end. I could not agree more. If you follow me for any length of time, you know I am a huge proponent of this being the final Halloween as we know it. Listen, I'm not naive. If this thing is a big box office success, even if it's not, I'm sure somewhere down the road they will bring Michael Myers back again. But when I mean this is it, this is the conclusion, this is the swan song, this is it, baby. Let's wrap this up. I'm talking about Halloween as we know it, connected to the 1978 original. It's time to bring this story to a close. And the movie doesn't have to be amazing. I mean, listen, if it is, then great, right? Our fingers are crossed. We want it to be amazing, but it doesn't have to be amazing. It just has to be competently made, and just stick that landing, Give me some stalking, give me some lurking, give me some there, not there, give me some boogeyman, give me some the shape. You know what I'm saying? A nice chase sequence. You know what I'm talking about? Some old school Halloween. Give me some of that and then just bring it in. The plane is coming in. The weather is clear. Don't do anything crazy with wild and crazy avant-garde twists and don't do that. Just bring it in nice and steady. Nice and steady. Wrap it up where we all leave the theater going, all right. I can respect that. Don't get too crazy. I'm telling you, stick that landing. That's what I want. Just respect the OG and respect the fans and respect the legacy. And we'll see. But that's what came out of CinemaCON, folks. That's what came out of CinemaCON. My name's Dave McRae. Comment below and let me know your thoughts. I would love to know. Comment below and let me know. If you want to follow me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, all my links are in the description. Check them out until your heart's content. And when your heart is content, check them out again. Hey, there are the big 3 links right there. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Follow me there. If you're not following me there, well, it's not my problem. You guys are amazing, but you know you are. I will be back soon, eventually, at some point in the future. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.